Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Ripple. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So while this here may look like a couple months worth of time, it's actually just the past couple of weeks broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now, the chart at this point is a little bit tricky from a presentation standpoint because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought somewhere right around here and you wanted to sell within, an hour or a couple hours after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart looks pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, the price has pulled back. But from the big picture, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. So I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trading type perspective going into the trade. And while I'm not saying this is going to be the case, just to have, illustrate the point here that I'm trying to make about how I can still say the bulls are in full control even after a pretty big pullback, has to do with this level down here at, I guess it pretty much threw it right there for me, at 47 cents. Why is 47 so important? Well, let's say the price comes down here and it does just what it did right there. So it comes down there, bounces around, and then starts to work its way back upwards. Emphasis on big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well then yeah, big picture wise, these stair steps are still very clearly going in the upwards direction. Again, I'm well aware if you're a day trader and you bought somewhere up around here, then yeah, you couldn't care less about these stair steps. But that's why I try to, throw out a disclaimer and warning that I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today. As in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher base, so that'll certainly be top priority going forward. So let's see if the price can hold above 47 cents or not. I remember, remember cryptos are open 24/7. So if you're watching this video 12 hours from now, 18 hours from now, the big question you need to ask yourself is, where does the price stand relative to 47 cents? And as long as the price is above 47, then that just implies that the bulls are still chipping away and building a higher low, and that's what you want to see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.